Hello everybody! I'm here with a brief update about Typhoon Yagi, also known in the Philippines as Severe Tropical Storm Enteng, and in Vietnam as Typhoon No. 3 of 2024. This has been an extremely destructive tropical cyclone that has affected several countries in Southeast Asia and southern China. It is causing widespread damage in those regions. And we're going to talk about some of the impacts here in just a moment. But first, let's go over the latest information that we have. As of the latest update, the typhoon has now made landfall in China. However, even though it has made landfall, it is still quite dangerous. Maximum sustained wind speeds are at around 150 kilometers per hour, which is equivalent to around 95 miles per hour. And this is still very dangerous. But this is down significantly from the peak intensity that the typhoon reached. When it was out in the open ocean, where it reached a Category 5 equivalent super typhoon with maximum sustained wind speeds of around 200 kilometers per hour, which is around 125 miles per hour. In terms of the areas that have been affected, well, it's pretty much all of the southern provinces of China have been affected, especially Hainan Island where the typhoon made landfall. Also, we have seen significant impacts in the Philippines, especially in Luzon, where we've seen extensive flooding and widespread landslides. In addition to that, we have seen impacts in Laos, Thailand, and Myanmar as well. But the worst affected area has undoubtedly been Vietnam. This has been the strongest storm to hit the country in 70 years. We have seen entire villages completely wiped off the map in some cases due to the extreme flooding and landslides. And unfortunately, the numbers of fatalities and injuries continue to rise. As of the latest reports, we have more than 400 fatalities across Vietnam, China, the Philippines, and Laos. Thousands more injured and also missing as well. The majority of these fatalities have been in Vietnam, where sadly, more than 300 people have died due to being trapped in landslides and also being swept away in flash floods. In terms of the destruction overall, hundreds of thousands of homes have been damaged or destroyed completely across the affected countries. In addition to that, roads have been washed away, communication bridges have collapsed, schools have been destroyed, and health facilities have been inundated. This has truly been a devastating typhoon. In terms of the agricultural sector, severe damage has been inflicted upon crops, livestock, and poultry farms. This has been the rice paper. Many farmers have lost their entire crops and their livelihoods as a result of this typhoon, and it's going to take a long time for them to recover. In terms of the economic cost, we don't have a final figure yet, but the total cost is going to be in the billions of US dollars. But of course, it's not just a figure. It's not just about the monetary value, it's about the loss of life. It's about the families that have been torn apart. It's about the communities that have been devastated. There are many, many stories like this coming out of Vietnam and other affected areas. In this video, we can see people helping each other out in the floods. And in another video, we can see that a whole family has been lost. Their houses collapsed and they were unable to escape. The father and the son were killed instantly when the house collapsed, while the mother was swept away in the flash floods. And despite the traumatic experience, the girl was actually quite brave. She ran to the neighbors to call for help. So yeah, really sad stuff. So amidst all of this destruction, there are many stories of bravery and resilience. And I think that's something that we really need to focus on. People in these communities, they're strong. They will rebuild and they will recover. At the moment, international and local relief organizations are working hard to provide emergency aid to those impacted. So that includes things like food, clean water, temporary shelter, and medical support. As I said earlier, this has been the strongest storm to hit Vietnam in 70 years. And unfortunately, it's likely that the impacts from this typhoon will be felt for many years to come. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to stay updated with all of the latest information about this event and other extreme weather events that are happening around the world, then please make sure to subscribe to this channel. You can also follow us on social media. I'll have links in the description below. And we will be providing updates over there as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.